Ex-congressman Foley's attempts to have cyber sex with congressional pages is morally repulsive. No middle-aged man should be sending sexually explicit messages to teenagers. His behavior, however, is doubly evil because those pages were under the protection and the mentorship of Congress. He, as a powerful member of Congress, abused his position for his own prurient reasons. This is a terrible thing. When a private individual sins, it has rather limited repercussions. But when a public figure violates his trust and his basic morality, it reverberates through all of society and can echo down through generations. Congressman Foley resigned, as he should, when these messages became public. In the process, however, he also revealed that as a youngster himself, he had been molested by a Catholic priest. What a terrible thing to happen to him. It's heartbreaking. Nevertheless, most people who are molested or sexually abused or exploited as children do not grow up to be predators or molesters themselves, and so Foley knows he can't use that as an excuse for his own deviant behavior. Now, a priest has come forward and admitted to having inappropriate contact with the young Foley. The priest claims he was having a nervous breakdown at the time and was heavily medicated. But many people have nervous breakdowns and take medications to help them through that crisis. And they don't end up having inappropriate contact with teenage boys. From news reports, and they may be inaccurate, I haven't picked up any sense of real remorse from this priest. I might be wrong, but it seems that he is excusing and downplaying the episodes he had with the young Foley and essentially saying, well, it didn't really amount to much. But the whole reason that there is legislation to protect children and adolescents from predatory adults is because sexual molestation and exploitation of children has enormous consequences for the child for years and years in their lives. They can overcome the violation of their person through psychological counseling, through loving friends and relatives, and through the grace of God. But it is very difficult. It's not easy. That's why a government with a conscience will pass laws to protect children. Now this priest, he'll ultimately have to face the judgment of God. God alone could determine what happened, what he did, and what effect his behavior had on Congressman Foley's inability to restrain his own prurient desires. Now, ultimately, Foley has to take responsibility for his own behavior. He can't blame it on anyone else. However, rightly or wrongly, his own party and its reputation has been sullied by the prurient behavior of this congressman. Now, my own church, we have gone through a terrible period in which the church made horrible mistakes in handling molestation situations. The church has taken drastic steps to curb pedophilia within the clergy and those who seek from teenagers sexual gratification. We have a long way to go, but we've accomplished a lot. And currently, new reports of sexual abuse are way down. I pray that it's because actual incidents are way down. Only time will tell on that. In the meanwhile, maybe the public sector could learn from the terrible mistakes of the church and also learn what the church is doing to correct the situation. First of all, any actual molestation or sexual abuse has to immediately be reported to law enforcement. But secondly, suspicions of abuse or peculiar behavior has to be brought to the attention of child social services or other appropriate government agencies so that an investigation can begin. Delay only further endangers the teenagers and the children society should protect. I pray that we will be delivered from this evil as a nation, and that our children especially will be protected from the evil of the predators in our midst who would abuse, exploit, and misuse them. God bless you, and God bless our nation.